It gets worse, guys. He continues and he talks about a growth mindset. And this is something, this is a leadership competency that they've been pushing out in many different companies lately over the past, I would say, 2 years or so. That people have been hearing about growth mindset a lot in companies. And it's been, really interesting. LeBron James talks about this. And I mean, I don't believe that he has a growth mindset. I think that if he really had a growth mindset, he would have retired already, so that guys that are younger and, better able to carry this game forward could shine. But no, he wants to stay, take up all the air in the room, and he doesn't belong in the game anymore, especially not as a first or a second option. Bring him off the bench. If you had a growth mindset, then you're coming off the bench to help your team win. But you don't have a growth mindset. You're full of shit. But this is what he had to say about his, fake growth mindset. So let's hear him.
I think I talked before about like the little ingredients along the way that make you who you are. You don't know why, but this thing ended up being really important later. It's like, if you just look at your profile as a high school player, like essentially biggest, strongest, fastest, most athletic kid out there. But you still were taught the game the right way and valued playing the right way. Because if you had just been score, you'd have never been LeBron James.
I would never been who I am.
Right.
And I also don't think I would have played this amount. I would never play this amount of years either.
It's a great point in that you constantly are changing how you're playing. You don't have to have the ball all the time. Your numbers are like MVP caliber numbers, but it's not with the ball all the time.
Yep.
You're adapting and playing. Like, I don't think you can do that if you weren't someone that tried to play the right way all the time, or were single-minded on scoring, one-dimensional, right? There's many facets, many dimensions. I said it before with you here, like with Luka having the ball, a lot of the time, your willingness to space intelligently, to cut intelligently, to intelligently, to play on the short roll, like not everyone is willing or able to adapt.
And that's what I hope that like a lot of the people get, from our conversations, watching me play, like you don't have to be the leading scorer on the team, or you don't have to be the guy that's handling the ball all the time in order to make an impact. Or you can be that guy early on and then be able to have a growth mindset. Like it's okay to still be able to make an impact at a high level and change your game over the course of time.
And vice versa, develop into. If you don't play the right way, have the right motives, it's harder to evolve into a better a winning player. I think that's a big word, winning.
No, I agree.
Winning plays, winning player.
Winning players, yeah, for sure. Like just having that mindset that I am willing to do whatever. I am willing to grow and be uncomfortable in order for me to still be successful and be, a thing on the team.
Uncomfortable is a great word. Like that's or another way to say it is like, what are we avoiding?
Yeah.
Right. As human beings, but also as athletes, like we should always be young players. Always ask yourself, what am I avoiding? What do I not want to do because it's uncomfortable? Because it's out of my comfort zone. It's not something I identify with. Don't let your, this perception of your identity ruin being a winning basketball player. Right?
Oh, that was. Don't let your perception of what you think your identity is ruin yourself being a winning basketball. That was a bar right there. We gotta have to put that shit on the hoodie. We got to put that on the hoodie right there.
What a lame. Seriously, LeBron James is such a goddamn lame. How has he done that? I wish that LeBron James was comfortable with being uncomfortable, but he's not. And we saw that this season with him and Luka Doncic. He was very uncomfortable, and I don't think he was comfortable with that. Did you hear the things that he said post-game about Jeannie Buss, the organization? He said a lot of things. When asked about staying with the team, I'm here now. Oh, I'm here now. Alluding to the fact that he might want to leave because he was not consulted about the Luka Doncic trade. He was very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. I think that LeBron James is a liar. I think he's a gaslighter. I think what he wants people to do, I think he wants superstars to come to his teams and basically they become a role player that stands in the corner shooting threes. So they're supposed to swallow their pride and not let the perception of themselves be a detriment to the team, right? They're supposed to think about the core of the team, but not LeBron James. LeBron James is putting Bronny on the court, drafting Bronny to the Lakers. That's what he's doing. LeBron James is faking MCL injuries, checking to see if he's going to get a foul, faking it on the floor. La peekaboo. Blaming role players. I don't get it. I really don't. That doesn't scream growth mindset to me. Doesn't seem like somebody who does what's best for the team. LeBron James does what's best for LeBron James. That's what narcissists do. They do what's best for themselves. They think they are the best. They think everything they do is the best. A narcissist believes that not only do they think everything they do is the best, that they think that everybody should do things their way because their way is the best. Their way is the best, and everyone should do it that way. Let's move, guys. Let's move on to the next topic, and that's going to be Michael Jordan.